Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Margaret, I'm 74 years old, and 2 years ago I was that stubborn senior who refused to let those computer things into my home. Today I want to share the story of how 7 simple gadgets completely transformed my independence and gave my family the peace of mind they desperately needed. The night that changed everything. February 2023, 2:30 a.m. I'm lying on my kitchen floor, having slipped on a patch of water from a leaking dishwasher. My hip is screaming. My phone is on the counter 3 feet away that might as well be 3 miles. And I'm thinking, this is it. This is how I become that statistic, that elderly person found days later by a worried neighbor. For 6 hours, I lay there. 6 hours, calling for help that couldn't hear me in my isolated ranch house, trying to inch my way toward anything that could help me reach the outside world. When my daughter Sarah finally found me during her usual Tuesday morning check-in, I was dehydrated, hypothermic, and terrified. But more than that, I was angry. Angry that my independence was hanging by such a thin thread. At the hospital, while they checked me over, Sarah held my hand and said something that would change my entire perspective on technology. "Mom, what if I told you there were simple devices that could have gotten you help in minutes instead of hours? What if staying independent didn't mean being isolated?" I looked into her eyes, saw the fear that she'd almost lost me, and for the first time in my life I said, "Show me these computer things." Meeting my technology guide. That's when Sarah introduced me to Marcus, her 28-year-old neighbor who worked in something called smart home technology. I'll be honest, when Sarah first suggested having a young man help me with technology, my pride bristled. I've been taking care of myself for 74 years, thank you very much. But Marcus surprised me. Instead of talking down to me or overwhelming me with technical jargon, he sat at my kitchen table and said, "Mrs. Thompson, can you tell me about your daily routine? I want to understand how you live before I suggest anything." For the next hour, I walked him through my day, my morning coffee ritual, tending my garden, reading in my favorite chair, cooking dinner, evening television. He listened to every detail, asking thoughtful questions about my concerns. "Technology should adapt to your life," he said, "not the other way around. Let's look at 7 simple additions that will keep you living exactly as you do now, just safer and more connected." What he showed me next wasn't intimidating at all. It was liberating. The 7 game-changing gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Smart Medical Alert Watch. "Forget everything you think you know about those clunky medical alert pendants," Marcus said, showing me a sleek watch that looked more like jewelry than medical equipment. "This wasn't your grandmother's 'I've fallen and I can't get up' device. This watch could detect falls automatically, monitor my heart rate, track my sleep, and with one button press, connect me to emergency services or my family." "The night you fell," Marcus explained, "this device would have detected the impact and your lack of movement. Within 60 seconds, it would have asked if you were okay. When you didn't respond, it would have automatically called for help and sent your exact location to emergency services and Sarah." The setup took 10 minutes. Marcus connected it to my home Wi-Fi, I didn't even know I had that, programmed in Sarah's number and my doctor's office, and showed me the single button I'd press if I needed help. Cost $49 per month, including monitoring service. Within the first week, I'd used it twice, Not for emergencies, but to quickly call Sarah when I couldn't find my regular phone. The peace of mind was immediate and profound. Gadget number 2, smart video doorbell. Mrs. Thompson, how many times do you not answer your door because you're not sure who's there? Marcus asked. Too many times, I admitted. Package deliveries when I'm in the garden, unexpected visitors when I'm not properly dressed, people I simply don't recognize. The smart doorbell he installed looked like a normal doorbell, but it was connected to an app on a simple tablet he set up by my favorite chair. Now, when someone rings the bell, the tablet chimes and shows me a clear video of who's there. I can see them, talk to them, even unlock the door remotely if it's Sarah with groceries. If I'm not home, I can still see who visited, and even talk to them from wherever I am. The unexpected benefit: I reconnected with neighbors I'd been accidentally avoiding. Mrs. Patterson from next door had been trying to return a book for months, but I never heard her soft knock. Now we have lovely chats right through the doorbell when she's walking her dog.
Cost: $179 for the doorbell, $3 monthly for cloud storage.
Security isn't just about keeping bad people out, Marcus explained. It's about staying connected to the good people in your life. Gadget number 3, smart medication dispenser. This one solved a problem I was embarrassed to admit I had. With 6 different medications taken at different times, I was constantly worried about double dosing or missing doses entirely. The smart dispenser looks like a sophisticated pill organizer, but it's so much more. Marcus programmed it with all my medications and timing. Now, when it's time for pills, it lights up, sounds a gentle chime, and dispenses exactly the right medications into a small cup. If I miss a dose, it alerts me again in 15 minutes. If I miss it completely, it sends a message to Sarah. If I try to take medications ahead of schedule, it locks the dispenser and reminds me when my next dose is due. But here's the real magic, Marcus said, showing me the tablet display. Your family can see that you're taking your medications consistently without having to call and ask every day. This eliminated the daily, "Did you take your blood pressure pill?" conversations with Sarah, while ensuring I never missed critical medications. Cost: $199 for the dispenser, $15 monthly for monitoring. 3 months later, my doctor commented that my blood pressure readings were the most consistent they'd been in years. Gadget number 4, smart home security system. I'm not worried about burglars, I told Marcus. This is a safe neighborhood. I'm not worried about burglars either, he replied. I'm worried about you being alone during emergencies, power outages, or medical situations where you need immediate help. The security system he installed wasn't about keeping people out. It was about making sure help could find me quickly. Motion sensors in each room meant the system knew I was up and moving around normally. If there was no motion for an unusual period, or motion in unexpected patterns, it could alert my family. Door sensors tracked when I left and returned home, so Sarah would know I made it back safely from doctor appointments or grocery shopping. The system even monitored for smoke, carbon monoxide, and water leaks. Think of it as a gentle guardian that watches over your home, Marcus explained. It's not intrusive. You'll forget it's there. But if anything unusual happens, it ensures you're not alone. The control panel sits on my kitchen counter with 3 large buttons: home, away, and help. That's all I need to know. Cost: $89 for basic equipment, $29 monthly for monitoring. Last month, the system detected a small water leak under my bathroom sink at 3 a.m. instead of waking up to flood damage. I got a gentle alert to check the bathroom and was able to shut off the water immediately. Gadget number 5. Smart lighting system. Mrs. Thompson, show me how you navigate your house at night, Marcus requested during his second visit. I demonstrated my usual routine, fumbling for light switches, using the flashlight on my phone, generally stumbling around in the dark between my bedroom and bathroom. What if your house could light your way automatically and safely? The smart lighting system he installed uses motion sensors to create pathways of light. When I get up at night, gentle floor-level lights automatically illuminate my route to the bathroom. When I return to bed, they gradually dim and turn off, but it goes beyond convenience. During the day, the lights automatically adjust to provide optimal brightness for reading, cooking, or watching television. If I'm having trouble seeing something clearly, I can ask the voice assistant to brighten the kitchen or dim the living room. The system also has safety features. If smoke is detected, all lights turn on at full brightness to help me navigate to exits. If the medical alert system is activated, lights create a clear path to the front door for emergency responders. Cost $340 for smart bulbs and switches throughout the house. No monthly fees. Light isn't just about seeing, Marcus explained. It's about confidence, safety, and maintaining your independence after dark. Gadget number 6, voice-controlled smart assistant. I'll admit, talking to a computer felt ridiculous at first. Marcus placed a small device in my kitchen and said, "Just say, 'Hey Google, what's the weather today?'" It felt silly, but when a clear voice responded with tomorrow's forecast, I was amazed. Within a week, my smart assistant became my constant companion. "Hey Google, call Sarah." "Hey Google, what time is my doctor appointment?" "Hey Google, remind me to water the plants at 6 p.m. "Hey Google, play some Frank Sinatra." But the real value came during my recovery from hip replacement surgery 3 months later. Unable to easily reach light switches, phones, or remotes, I could control everything with my voice. I could call for help, adjust lighting, play relaxing music, even have it read audiobooks to me during long recovery days.
The assistant also answers those random questions that pop up during the day. "Hey Google, what's the capital of Vermont?" "Hey Google, how do I get red wine out of white fabric?" "Hey Google, what's that song that goes?"
Cost $49 for the device, no monthly fees. It's become so natural that I catch myself saying please and thank you to it. Old habits of politeness die hard. Gadget number 7, Smart Health Monitoring Hub. The final piece of my technology puzzle was a small device that sits on my bedside table and quietly monitors my vital signs while I sleep. This isn't some complicated medical equipment. It looks like a simple digital clock. But using radar technology, it tracks my heart rate, breathing patterns, and sleep quality without any wearables or contact with my body. Every morning, the data syncs with an app that Sarah can check. She can see that I had a good night's sleep, my heart rate was steady, and my breathing was normal. If there were any concerning patterns, we'd both be alerted. It's like having a gentle nurse checking on you throughout the night, Marcus explained. But instead of waking you up, it just makes sure you're sleeping well and safely. The device has already detected 2 instances where my heart rate was unusually elevated during sleep. Both times it recommended I follow up with my doctor, which led to adjusting one of my medications. Cost $199 for the device, $9 monthly for Health Insights. My doctor was so impressed with the consistent data that she's reduced my office visits from every 3 months to every 6 months. The 30-day transformation. Installing these 7 devices took Marcus 3 visits over 2 weeks. The total cost was less than what I spend on groceries in 3 months, but the transformation was immediate and profound. Week 1. Building confidence. The first week was about getting comfortable with each device. Marcus visited twice to answer questions and adjust settings. I'll admit I was overwhelmed at first. So many new buttons and sounds. But Marcus was patient. He created a simple instruction card for each device and encouraged me to use them one at a time. Don't try to master everything at once, he advised. Just get comfortable with the basics. By the end of week 1, I was confidently using the medical alert watch, answering my video doorbell and asking the smart assistant about the weather. Week 2. Discovering unexpected benefits. The second week brought pleasant surprises. The smart lighting made my evening reading so much more comfortable. The medication dispenser eliminated my anxiety about forgetting pills. The voice assistant became my companion for cooking, helping me with recipe conversions and timer management. But the biggest surprise was how much more connected I felt to Sarah and my grandchildren. Instead of our daily wellness check phone calls feeling like worried interrogations, they became genuine conversations about our lives, and Sarah could see from the health monitoring app that I was sleeping well. The security system showed I was maintaining my normal routines, and the medication dispenser confirmed I was staying healthy. This data gave her peace of mind, and gave our conversations room to be about fun things. The grandchildren's activities, her work projects, plans for the weekend. Week 3. Embracing independence. By the 3rd week, the technology had become invisible. It was just part of my life. I wasn't thinking about using technology. I was just living more safely and confidently. The motion-activated lighting meant I never stumbled in the dark. The video doorbell let me accept package deliveries without worry. The voice assistant helped me remember appointments and stay entertained. Most importantly, I realized I wasn't just using these devices for safety. I was using them to enhance my independence. Instead of relying on Sarah for reminders and check-ins, the technology was helping me manage my own life more effectively. Week 4. Sharing the experience. During my 4th week, my sister visited from out of state. She was amazed by the transformation in both my confidence and my home. "Margaret," she said, "you seem so much more relaxed and energetic. And this house feels, I don't know, smarter somehow." I realized she was right. The constant low-level anxiety about safety and health monitoring had been replaced by quiet confidence. That help was always available if needed. When I walked her through each device, explaining how it worked and why it was helpful, I surprised myself with how knowledgeable I'd become. Marcus had been right. The technology had adapted to my life, not the other way around. The psychology of smart independence. The most profound change wasn't technological. It was psychological. These devices didn't just make me safer, they made me feel more capable and in control of my environment. Before, I constantly worried about what-if scenarios. What if I fall? What if I miss my medication? What if someone breaks in while I'm sleeping? This anxiety was exhausting and limiting. After, I focus on living fully because I know safety systems are quietly working in the background. If something happens, help will come quickly. Until then, I can garden, read, cook, and enjoy my life without constant worry. This shift from anxious monitoring to confident living has been transformative for both me and my family. Why age isn't a barrier to smart technology. One of my biggest mental obstacles was believing that technology was too complicated for someone my age. Marcus showed me why this thinking was completely wrong. Simplicity by design. Modern smart home devices are designed for ease of use. Large buttons, clear displays, voice commands, they're actually more accessible than traditional technology. One-time setup. Yes, initial configuration requires help, but once it's set up, daily use is simpler than traditional alternatives. Asking Google for the weather is easier than finding and using a weather app on my phone.
Gradual learning. You don't need to understand how the technology works to benefit from it. I don't understand how my refrigerator works either, but I use it confidently every day.
Support systems. Unlike trying to figure out technology alone, smart home systems come with customer support, family involvement, and professional installation help. Common concerns addressed. During my talks with friends about my smart home transformation, the same concerns come up repeatedly. It's too expensive. My total investment was $1,147 up front and $85 monthly. That sounds like a lot, until you compare it to alternatives. One emergency room visit after a fall, $3,000 to $8,000. Daily medication errors leading to complications, priceless. Moving to assisted living, $3,500 to $6,000 monthly. Peace of mind for family, invaluable.
The technology pays for itself by preventing one emergency or extending independent living by even a few months.
I don't trust technology. I understand this concern. I had it too. But Marcus helped me realize I already trusted technology for critical functions. My thermostat, my garage door opener, my car's safety systems. The question isn't whether to trust technology, he said. It's whether to use technology intentionally for your benefit or let the lack of it put you at risk. It's too complicated. This was my biggest fear, but modern smart home devices are designed for simplicity. The most complex thing I do is press a button on my watch if I need help. Everything else works automatically or responds to simple voice commands. Marcus spent time teaching me only what I needed to know. I don't understand the technical details, and I don't need to. What if it breaks? Redundancy is built into the system. If my internet goes out, the medical alert watch still works. If the power goes out, the security system has backup batteries. If one device fails, the others continue functioning. Plus, Marcus provided me with customer service numbers for each device and taught Sarah how to troubleshoot basic issues. The ripple effects. Installing smart home technology created positive changes I never anticipated. Stronger family relationships. With safety and health monitoring automated, my conversations with Sarah and my grandchildren became richer and more relaxed. Instead of worried check-ins, we have genuine discussions about life, interests, and plans. My grandchildren love visiting Grandma's smart house and teaching me new features on the devices. It's created a wonderful role reversal where they're the teachers and I'm the eager student.
New social connections.
My experience inspired several friends to explore smart home options. I've become the informal technology ambassador in my senior community, sharing experiences and helping others overcome their fears. This has strengthened friendships and created new ones. Who knew that talking about gadgets would become a social activity? Increased confidence. Knowing I can handle emergencies, monitor my health, and maintain my independence has increased my confidence in all areas of life. I'm more willing to try new activities, travel to visit family, and make long-term plans. Better health outcomes.
The consistent medication reminders, sleep monitoring, and fall prevention have genuinely improved my health. My doctor has noted improvements in blood pressure control, sleep quality, and overall stability.
Planning for future needs. At 74, I'm already thinking about how my smart home will evolve with my changing needs. Current phase, the 70s, independence enhancement. Focus on safety, medication management, and family connection, while maintaining full independence. Future phase, the 80s and beyond, increased assistance. Add more monitoring devices, medication management, and possibly services that connect to the technology for grocery delivery, telehealth appointments, and emergency services.
Long-term phase, the 90s and beyond, full support system.
Technology that enables aging in place for as long as safely possible, with seamless integration of in-home care services when needed. The beauty of starting now is that each addition builds on the existing system, rather than requiring complete lifestyle changes later. The return on investment. 2 years later, here's what my smart home investment has prevented and provided. Prevented 2 potential falls caught by lighting and flooring sensors, 1 medication error prevented by the smart dispenser, 1 potential break-in deterred by visible security system, multiple instances of family worry eliminated by health monitoring, provided 24/7 peace of mind for me and my family, maintained independence in my own home, stronger, less anxious family relationships, better health outcomes through consistent monitoring, increased confidence, and life enjoyment. Financial impact. The total cost over 2 years, $3,187, is less than 1 month in assisted living. The technology has likely extended my independent living by several years, representing savings of tens of thousands of dollars. Advice for getting started. If this resonates with you, here's how to begin. Week 1. Assessment. Identify your biggest safety concerns and daily challenges. Talk to family members about their worries regarding your independence. Week 2, research and consultation. Find a local smart home professional or ask tech-savvy family members for guidance. Many companies offer free consultations. Week 3, start small.
Choose 1 or 2 devices that address your primary concerns. Don't try to install everything at once.
Week 4, learn and expand. Get comfortable with your initial devices, then gradually add others based on your experience and needs. The key is starting with 1 device that solves a real problem you're experiencing today. Marcus's professional insights. Marcus has worked with hundreds of seniors implementing smart home technology. Here are his top insights. Start with safety. Medical alerts and fall detection provide immediate value and build confidence in the technology. Family involvement is crucial. Include adult children in planning and setup. Their peace of mind makes the investment worthwhile for everyone. Simple is better. Resist the urge to over-engineer. Focus on devices that solve specific problems rather than trying to automate everything. Professional installation. While some devices are DIY friendly, Professional installation ensures everything works together properly and provides ongoing support. Plan for growth. Start with basics, but choose systems that can expand as needs change. The broader impact on aging. My experience reflects a larger shift in how we think about aging and independence. Technology is changing the equation from how long can I manage alone to how can I live fully and safely for as long as possible. Smart home technology isn't about replacing human connection. It's about enhancing it by removing anxiety and creating space for genuine relationships. It's not about becoming dependent on technology. It's about using technology to maintain independence longer and more safely. Sarah's perspective. Last month, Sarah wrote this in a card she gave me. Mom, watching you embrace technology has been inspiring not just because of your adaptability, but because of how it's given our whole family freedom. I don't worry constantly about your safety anymore, which means our time together is more joyful. You've shown me that aging doesn't have to mean becoming more vulnerable. It can mean becoming smarter about managing vulnerability. That perspective shift has been profound for both of us. The technical evolution. What amazes me is how much this technology has improved even in the 2 years since I started. The devices are more reliable, the interfaces are simpler, and the integration between different systems has become seamless. Marcus visits quarterly now to update software and add new features. Each update has made the system more user-friendly and capable. The technology isn't standing still. It's evolving to serve seniors better every year. Final reflections. As I write this, I'm sitting in my favorite chair, the same one where I used to worry about my independence and safety. But now, that chair is surrounded by invisible guardians that ensure I can continue enjoying it safely for years to come. The smart home hasn't changed who I am. It's enhanced who I am. I'm still the same woman who loves her garden, reads voraciously, and cherishes time with family. But now, I'm that woman with confidence, safety, and peace of mind. The 7 gadgets cost less than 3 months of my grocery budget, but they've given me something priceless, the ability to age on my own terms, in my own home, with dignity and independence. Your next steps. If you've made it this far, you're probably feeling a mixture of excitement and apprehension, the same way I felt when Sarah first suggested this journey. Here's your first assignment. Have one conversation this week with one person about your biggest safety or independence concern. Don't commit to anything, just explore what's available. Whether it's an adult child, a tech-savvy friend, or a smart home professional, start the conversation about how technology might support your independence. That single conversation could be the beginning of your own transformation. The Sunday dinner update.
Every Sunday I still have dinner with Sarah's family, but now, instead of fielding worried questions about my well-being, I'm sharing stories about new features I've discovered, problems the technology has helped me solve, and plans for future enhancements.
Last week, my 8-year-old grandson taught me how to use the voice assistant to play his favorite songs. "Grandma," he said, "your house is smarter than most people I know." That's my promise to you. Your home can be smarter, safer, and more supportive. You can maintain your independence longer and more confidently. You can give your family peace of mind while keeping your dignity and autonomy. The legacy of smart independence. Marcus told me something that stayed with me. Mrs. Thompson, you're not just adopting technology, you're modeling a new way of aging for your family and community. He's right. My grandchildren are growing up seeing aging not as inevitable decline, but as an opportunity to live wisely and use available tools to maintain quality of life. My friends are reconsidering their own attitudes toward technology and independence. Several have implemented their own smart home systems after seeing the transformation in my life. This is bigger than just personal convenience. It's about changing how society views aging and capability. The promise. Smart home technology won't solve every challenge of aging, but it can solve enough of them to keep you living independently, safely, and confidently in your own home for years longer than would otherwise be possible.
The 7 devices I've shared have given me back my sense of control over my environment and my future. They've strengthened my relationships with family by removing anxiety and fear. They've enhanced my health outcomes through better monitoring and medication management.
Most importantly, they've allowed me to continue being myself, just a safer, more connected, more confident version of myself. Your future self is waiting for you to take that first step towards smart independence.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world wisdom about aging well.
In the comments below, tell me, what's your biggest concern about maintaining independence as you age? That might point you toward the perfect first device to explore. And remember, in memory of all the seniors who lost their independence, not because they had to, but because they didn't know there were tools to help them keep it. Technology isn't the enemy of aging gracefully. It's the ally you've been looking for. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay connected, and stay in control of your own story.